The 1976 Summer Olympics, officially called the Games of the XXI Olympiad, was an international multi-sport event in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, in 1976, the first Olympic Games hosted by Canada. Montreal was awarded the rights to the 1976 Games on May 12, 1970, at the 69th IOC Session in Amsterdam, over the bids of Moscow and Los Angeles. Calgary and Vancouver would later host Winter Olympic Games in Canada. It is so far the only Summer Olympic Games to be held in Canada. Most sovereign African, and a few other, nations boycotted the Montreal Games when the International Olympic Committee (IOC) would not support, as had other international sporting organizations, the banning from competition of those countries whose athletes had participated in sporting events in South Africa as long as apartheid continued. The New Zealand rugby team had been touring South Africa during apartheid and were excluded from international sporting events due to implementation of the anti-apartheid policy. The vote occurred on May 12, 1970, at the 69th IOC Session in Amsterdam, Netherlands. The other competing cities, Moscow, eventually hosted the 1980 Summer Olympics and Los Angeles the 1984 Summer Olympics. One blank vote was cast in the second and final round. One factor favoring Montreal was that the IOC did not want the Summer Games hosted in a superpower during the Cold War for fears of political backlash, which proved well-founded with the Olympic boycotts of 1980 and 1984. Toronto made a third attempt for the Olympics and failed to get the support of the Canadian Olympic Committee, who selected Montreal instead.